Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is yours and Sensation here, and I'm bringing you here a small little video of Star Citizen. Since the Arena Commander recently released, I thought I would make a small video about it and share my thoughts thus far on what I think of the alpha, on what we have access to at least for Star Citizen, and why I'm so excited for this game. Now, what you're seeing right now is me walking through the hangar, which is one of the two modules currently available to backers and pledgers to help basically support this game. And you see the 300i, which is the first ship that they allow you to use for Dogfight, and the Arena Commander, and the Avenger, which is the second one, which is this sexy looking ship, and I freaking love the Avenger. It's my baby. I can't wait to fly it in Arena Commander. It's gonna be amazing. So, what is Arena Commander, what is Star Citizen, and all this other stuff. So basically, Star Citizen is an upcoming, fully community backed, basically 4X sim space game that they want to do. At least that's my understanding of it. Now, the goals that they have in mind and the ambition for this game is kind of substantial. So they're just under 45 million now, I believe, 44 million or something like that. And I'll leave the links down below if you want to go check this out and all this other stuff. But basically, a few highlights for what they have planned and everything like that. And look at all the detail in this. The presentation, by the way, for Arena Commander blew me away. I didn't think it'd be this detailed with all the ship stuff and detailing inside the cockpit and all this other stuff. It's really cool. Anyway, basically they have planned for a single player element and a multiplayer type MMO, giant, massive space MMO. And basically you have the freedom to do what you want. You want to be a trader, you can go ahead and trade goods. You want to be a smuggler, which is what I want to be, you can go ahead and smuggle illegal goods around and substances and everything else between black markets and stuff like that. You want to be a privateer or a pirate, go ahead and prey on unsuspecting citizens, which would undoubtedly be other players, and board them. There's potentially boarding as well, so you can go in and shoot down other players that are trading their stuff and board them, and it becomes a first-person shooter, I assume. I think it said from the description. So yeah, I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this game. Just the freedom to dock and see yourself as the character, to actually get out of the ship and walk around on space stations, hang out with other players, and then go back in a ship and go out and do what you want to do in this massive world. By the way, this is alpha, so keep in mind that there will be bugs and little animation glitches and sound glitches throughout this Arena Commander fight that you're seeing here, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, that is a small overview of what Star Citizen wants to offer in terms of the game it wants to be. And there's some pretty big names that are making it. I cannot, for the life of me, remember his name right now, but he worked on Wing Commander and a whole bunch of other things, so I'm sorry, don't chastise me for this, but I cannot remember his name at the moment. But yeah, he plans to have a single player side called Squadron 42 to sort of help immerse you in this world and get you started, and then the multiplayer aspect of it, which is basically a vast, giant space MMO. And I can't wait to start being a dashing rogue and smuggle goods and everything. You gotta play that Han Solo type character, man. I have to. It's in my blood. Freaking love Star Wars. Can't get it out of me. But yeah. So far, let me talk a little bit about Arena Commander, what I think. The controls, PC controls in terms of mouse and keyboard are fine, but I'm gonna be honest, they're not the ideal way to play this game. I'm pretty sure you would think that the mouse would be more accurate, but every time I try and go up or down or left or right with the mouse, it's just not as smooth, and I find myself fighting the ship controls and kind of just chasing the cursor to get lined up where my guns want to shoot. I mean, you do have some tracking and the guns do have some freeform targeting slightly, but your ship kind of goes all over the place. It's just ridiculous. I really don't feel comfortable using the mouse and keyboard at this time. Keep in mind, still alpha. Things are subject to change. They might fix it, they might tweak it. I do, however, prefer the controller a lot. I'm an old school Ace Combat fan, and I've been playing Ace Combat on the PlayStation 2 and stuff for a while, so the controller kind of feels more comfortable to me personally. But I still think either the controller or the joystick, if you have one, I don't have one, like the really cool flight sim joysticks, would be probably the most ideal way to play this game in terms of immersion and just how it feels and how the controls feel and everything. They already have it button mapped to the controller. They have everything down for the controller. They have everything down for a joystick as well, from the top of the line joysticks too. I think this one's like $500 or something like that. I saw on Amazon, it was ridiculous. So they have the button mapped out for Arena Commander, so the presentation for this blew me away. So it's really good. But like I said, the mouse and keyboard, as of right now, as of recording this, which was I think about 2 days after the Arena Commander release, or about a day, it's not as smooth to me personally. Some people may enjoy it. Me, I don't like it. I can get everything to work just fine with the controller. Possibly even better for me. In terms of the HUD and everything, since I don't play many of these games, and this is the one that I'm really excited for the most, and I'm really getting into just now, I didn't know what to expect, like what should be there in a space sort of 4X game like this. But I like it a lot. There's you can manage all your weapons on the side. I'm scrolling through the menus right now. You can manage your power. You can micromanage so much stuff. You can divert power from shields to weapons, or you can divert power from the front shield to the back shield if you're getting hammered and chased. You'd have to memorize the button commands if you're trying to do it frantically in the middle of combat, but that's still pretty cool to do that. Or if you're on a frigate and you're being attacked by another giant flagship, that would be so cool to do that if it's your ship and you have a whole bunch of your friends running around manning the guns and everything and the turrets and all this other stuff. I can't wait for this game. And so far, dogfighting is so much fun. Even though you only have 2 maps, you only have 2 modes and 2 maps, which is this moon one and then the Dying Star. I believe it's called Dying Star, which is the one I'm on right now, which is my favorite. All the fire and stuff. I'm still having a lot of fun with it. I still want to see how far I can get in the Vandal Swarm, so that's one of the modes. So there's Free Flight in these 2 maps and Vandal Swarm. Basically, in terms of Vandal Swarm, this is a good example of me getting destroyed. My thrusters were destroyed, because in this ship you only have 1 thruster, and it takes up the entirety of the ship space, basically, and you can see all the detailing inside and everything, and I'm just a floating piece of debris at this point. I can't move, so I do what I can to lock missiles on an enemy and just fire it away before I die. You can eject, by the way. If you want to, not go down with your ship, just eject. That's perfectly fine. You're just going to be floating around for a while. But you have to respawn, but it's still cool that you can eject. But yeah, I'm so excited. I cannot wait for this. It's gonna be a lot of fun. My expectations are through the roof. They shouldn't be, I know, but with the way they're doing things, I think this is gonna be one MMO to definitely look out for. And there I am, just shooting off flares to get rid of those missiles. So this, like I said, this is gonna be I haven't really gotten to games like this before. I know there's Elite Dangerous, I believe is the game called. That's another one similar to this, and I saw gameplay on that. And I believe that's still in beta or alpha at the moment as well, and you can do a lot of stuff in Elite Dangerous as well. Like the docking blew me away, like you have to look to the side, and the interface comes up, and you request dock landing and everything like that from the space station. So I hope all that stuff as well is going to be in Star Citizen, because all that stuff is exciting to me. I haven't got a chance to completely immerse myself in this kind of game before, so this is going to be something new, and I do like space combat and all that other stuff, so my Ace Combat roots, so this will be one to look out for. I'll leave comments down below. Just barely dodged that guy, but later on you'll see that my piloting skills kind of take a dive because I run into that giant space station coming up, so. But yeah, I'll leave links down below. If you want to help support this game, I'm a little bit of a late backer. I kind of missed the kickstarting phase, but I still followed it, and You could still buy a ship, which basically reserves the ship for you, but it's not, in my opinion, it's not the fact that for the ship. I mean, yeah, it is cool to have it, especially when the game comes out, but there's some ships on there that are like $500 or $200, something like that. It's more the idea of you want to help support this game. So don't let the crazy price numbers like blow you away. You can still get a really cool 300i for the price of the game, which I'm assuming is going to be $60. So you put down $60, you get a whole bunch of founder stuff, and then you get access to the beta and everything like that. So just keep that in mind when you're browsing through everything if this is your first time looking through Star Citizen. Anyway, this has been yours in Sensation. I'll let you enjoy the rest of this combat footage. Like I said, still in alpha. Everything seems to be fairly smoothed out except for a few animation glitches and some audio stuff, but if you're already in Star Citizen Alpha, let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you like it? What is this compared to some of the old other 4X games and stuff like that in terms of what they have planned, and Elite Dangerous? How is that going to live up to compared to Elite Dangerous? They're both their own individual game, but I want to see what it's like for them both so far, because I'm really excited for this genre. And if not, tell me what you think down below, and this has been yours in Sensation, and I'll see you guys later. Peace!
Alert. Systems overheating. Alert. Systems overheating. Alert. Systems overheating. Alert. Systems overheating. Proximity alert. Proximity alert.